The next few minutes could help you get a job, help you graduate from college, help all of us prevent a financial Armageddon in Illinois.
There is no such thing as a free lunch, and we've been eating a free lunch for a very long time, and now somebody's got to pay for it.
Illinois is facing $130 billion in retirement-related debt for state employees. But there's no money to pay, because Illinois is broke.
We're so far in a hole right now that there is no top to this hole. We need to stop the bleeding, and we need to fix it now, or it won't be fixable.
The highly respected Pew Center on the state says we are in worse shape than any other state, with only 54% of our pensions funded. When the bills for those retirement benefits came in, politicians didn't pay them.
No consequence. They can continue to kick the can down the road, and there is no consequence until the day of reckoning comes when the whole system collapses.
To make things worse, our state has a deficit of more than $14 billion this year, the biggest in Illinois history. And believe it or not, Illinois politicians are still spending about $3 for every $2 we take in. While we continue to pay generous public employee pensions and retiree health care we can no longer afford.
And at the end of the day, will there be money in those pension funds to pay for pensions? That's the problem.
The state's monster debt is crowding out dollars for education, healthcare, and social services statewide, like Segwin Services in Cicero. It provides daily life skills, foster, and residential care for more than 600 people with developmental disabilities in western Cook County. 80% of Segwin's funding comes from the state.
How are you enjoying this?
I like it.
Do you? That's good. Yeah, you're doing a good job. Are you here?
I love this program.
Andrea comes 2 days a week for job training and works in Segwin's Garden Center. But this and other programs are threatened. The state hasn't paid its bill for months. Segwin has been forced to borrow money and will owe $250,000 this year in interest. Illinois lawmakers have taken first steps at reform, raising the retirement age from 55 to 67 and adjusting cost of living increases. But these changes are only for future employees.
It means people who don't even work for state government yet. It's reforming it for people who might start to work a year from now or 5 years from now. The problem is that doesn't reduce our unfunded liability.
Changing the plans now for current employees, safeguarding benefits they have already earned, but changing benefits going forward would reduce costs for the state by nearly $3 billion a year, starting immediately. How would you like to spend it? On the current retirement plans we can't afford? Or would you spend it on education, on health care, or to reduce the need for tax increases? At Segwin Services, John Voigt would use it to protect programs serving people like Andrea.
Their reliance upon what we do is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If this is taken away from them, they will have nothing, or in some cases will be left on the street.
We're all in this together. Support real budget reform.